Alright, what's up yins guys? Time for another video where I talk about the real-life Yu-Gi-Oh games people play. And I also joke about, does anybody even play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore? Do they make the game anymore? But nonetheless, I sarcastically and metaphorically compare the real-life bullshit games that people play with you to play in Yu-Gi-Oh, because they play it like a card. Different aspects of talking down to people, trying to at least verbally intimidate people, and shit like that, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you're left to pull a card out, and then they can just create any card they want, literally created out of the air. And an example of this, and there's two parts to this, I'm not going to make two separate videos about two separate Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but this one is called the World Owes You card. And I'm going to start out with the proper way that people use that and say, oh, you think the world owes you, the whole damn world owes you. Hey, we had parents that said that shit to us, different older people, older relatives. And you hear on talk shows, there are people that think the whole world owes them. But there are people that, for example, people talk down to you and start shit with you. They start an argument with you, right? And you got people that are just dying to use that card because they think it makes them feel badass and it makes them feel righteous. And they'll use that card on you, like, for example, if they talk down to you and you tell them to pretty much go fuck themselves, or at least use some kind of deadpan reply to them or whatever, and they'll pull it right out their ass, like, inappropriately, in a situation where nobody said the world owed anybody anything. When you give a deadpan reply, or laugh in their face, or walk away and deadpan reply, they think the whole world is on their side when they use it too, like maybe surround themselves with a bunch of people that are their friends, and just like they'll act like a bunch of school kids, get a bunch of friends that'll laugh along with them, or go like this, boo along against you, or whatever, and say, when you win the argument or give a deadpan reply, they'll say, oh, it ain't uncommon for somebody to tell you, oh, you think the whole world owes you. And you never fucking said the whole world owes you. You just want the person to go fuck themselves and quit starting, didn't come up to you and start shit. So who really thinks who owes anybody anything, really? So it's like the pot calling the kettle black, the one that accuses the other of a particular thing. Maybe they think that themselves, and they're projecting something inside their own heart onto you. And they're just using that, right? Say that shit. Yeah, some of people's own parents or own relatives will say that. Somebody at a workplace that's not even a boss, speak to you like you're 8 years old, start shit instead of asking you a question or saying something the right way. Or just starting a fight, manufacturing a way to start an argument with you and coming up and speak to you in a tone of voice like you're one of their neighbor's kids or something, and you stand up to them, and all of a sudden, the only thing I can pull out of their ass, oh, you think the whole world owes you. And yeah, you never said the whole world owes you anything. They're misusing the statement, you know what I mean? But you got the world is full of people that think the world owes them, in different financial levels, different walks of life. People of all kind of different races treat each other that way. People treat their own that way. So it's kind of a universal. There's a legit way to use the statement, and there's a way that people misuse it. And what I'm saying, it's another way of what people say, put words in your mouth. I'll say it again, repeat it again. It may sound repetitive, but if you don't say go fuck yourself, laugh in their face, or a deadpan reply, they got nothing, and they get all pissed off, and instead of getting all pissed off, the whole world owes you. Just to misuse the statement, totally use nothing to do with anybody owing anybody anything. Why? Well, and you're like, oh, really? I think the whole world owes me. When did this become about the world owing me anything? just something to pull out of. Why are you saying that? Because I won't kiss your ass, or I'm standing up to your bullshit, or I'm calling bullshit on some kind of way you're talking down to me. It's like, come on now. It's like one of them things. I think the whole world is on their side, and usually, sometimes they'll say it with just you and them standing there, and like they're gonna tell, they're gonna go and tell all their friends, or already telling all their friends, or in a lot of cases they'll say it with a lot of people around. Maybe some of it might be a bunch of their friends, or you don't know how many of them are really your friends or their friends, or whether any of the people in the room give a shit about you, me, or them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a psychological tool, uh, a bullshit like power trip game or whatever the hell. But to end this video, it's like the right way to use the statement if the statement applies, or the way to just misuse the statement, put words in people's mouth.